begun. Let it slide. Take me alive. All the memories are dying in time, like a bittersweet perfume. Can you tell me how I love that so fine could have climaxed in a single afternoon? Sure, so happy on. We were fed up like butterflies, like hot butterflies. Sure, so happy on. We had just begun. Let it slide. Be
Hello, good evening. It is Tuesday, and guess what time it is? It's time for the My Spa Bath and Body Show. I hope you guys are learning a lot on this show. My whole point is to teach people how to take better care of their skin. That's the number one goal. And if you want to use some of my products to do that, I'm even happier. But there's just so much out there for us to use. Nature provides us with so many different treatments and options for healthy skin. And that's my whole goal, is to let you know what they are. So we are in the lovely studios of VoxWave.com, www.voxwav.com. And we are part of a family. And what we're doing now is I'm going to continue to talk about the coat drive that we're having, because even though it's a little warm right now, we want to make sure that once it gets chilly again, that we're helping people in need. So they are sponsoring their first annual coat drive. The coats collected will be distributed to various homeless shelters and families in the Metro, D.C., Virginia, and Maryland area. Coat drop-off location is 4711 Out Place, Suitland, Maryland. For additional information, please contact Frank Dent at 301-442-9258. Coats collected will be donated on January 25th and February 25th. Okay? So, last week we talked about coconut oil and how it has different benefits, but not necessarily the benefits that you think. There's nothing really in them to really pull moisture into your skin, and sometimes it can dry it out. We talked about 2 different acids in coconut oil that are surfactants, and they may dry your skin out. So today I'm going to talk about how to add different oils to do so. So first I want to just talk about why it's so important to be natural in your skincare. I was reading an article 2 days ago where there was a certain name brand product that had serums and different additives and synthetic ingredients that actually burned a hole in a person's skin after 3 days of using it. The ingredients actually burned a hole into their skin. So even though these large companies have all of this money to research, that doesn't necessarily mean that what they make is safe. And that's just the truth about it. And even when they do make all natural products, they're not really natural. So before I started on my own product line, I used to use Neutrogena body oil. And I'm going to read you, what it has in it is sesame oil. But they have other things in there too. So this is from their ingredient list. It's a light moisturizer. This is the Neutrogena body oil. It's a light moisturizer designed for instant absorption into your skin and leaves your skin feeling soft and silky with a healthy, radiant glow. Okay? So the main ingredient in it, of course, is sesame seed oil, which is really great. And we're going to talk about sesame seed oil during this half hour. But you know, when you make stuff and you manufacture it in large quantities, you have to put different ingredients in there to make it last for a long time. Because remember, when they make these ingredients, they make them, then they ship them to a warehouse where they sit, and then they're distributed someplace where they sit. So a natural oil like sesame seed oil might have a natural shelf life of a year, but who knows how long that product is going to be in that, like I say, warehouse or on the shelf or anywhere. So what they do is they start adding different ingredients in it so that it can live longer. And that's where some of the problems are, is adding in all of those ingredients. Plus, like I said, when you add synthetic ingredients, that helps to bring the price down for the manufacturer. But because they have all these fancy names on their labels, they can charge you more. And so I'm going to talk about a label feature that is just costing you money. But we're going to learn how to make that product and what it is. Okay, but going back to Neutrogena, it has sesame seed oil, which is good for your skin. But then they add one product to make it so that it doesn't feel so oily on your skin, called isopropyl myristate. Then they add things on there that are emulsifying agents, like sorbitane perylate you can't use on broken skin. And then they have those parabens that we know about that are controversial at best. And that's a preservative. Remember, I told you they need this stuff to live on forever. And they have a lot of different things that are preservatives. And that's where you get in trouble. So like I said, what they do is they offer a lot of products that have these fancy names. And the fancy name that's out now is called ceramides. Okay, so if you use Curel, they'll say it has ceramides. Or if you use CeraVe, they'll say they have ceramides. But you know what? You can make your own products that have ceramides in them very simply. And I have a whole table of products that have ceramides that you can pay up to $80 for a jar or a bottle of these things that you can make right at home. So what are ceramides? Ceramides, they actually occur naturally on your skin, and they are the fatty oils that are on your skin naturally, okay? But what happens is that when you get older or different injury occurs to the top layer of your skin, that those ceramides become damaged, okay? So what happens is that your skin has difficulty retaining moisture. So thus you use ceramides to bring that moisture back into the skin. So like I said, they serve as part of the glue that holds your skin together. They are found on your upper layer of your skin, and they form a protective layer that plumps the skin and holds in moisture. And they also act as a barrier against bacteria and environmental pollutants. Okay? So dry, irritated, and sensitive skin often lacks ceramides. As a result, skin's protective barrier is compromised and becomes more susceptible to environmental factors, change of season, and other irritants. In skincare products, these ceramides that you buy, the purpose of them is to replenish these natural lipids or fats that are lost. And it happens, again, with the aging process using drying products. So it's very important that you repair your skin using these ceramides. Ceramides are also particularly effective in treating eczema. What happens, people with eczema have fewer ceramides on their skin, and that's what causes it. As well as people with psoriasis have deficiencies in the ceramides, and that's spelled CERAMIDES. Using products with these ceramides can help that condition. Okay? Like I said, it goes down when you get older, and it comes out of your hair, because your hair has ceramides in there, and it also, if you have a diet, a lot of people are on low-fat diets that are lacking essential fatty acids, that can disrupt your natural skin barrier against moisture loss. And so if you have dry, flaky skin, you should make sure that you eat a little bit more nuts, seeds, salmon, and avocados. And some of those things you can cook with. So avocado oil, use that, to replace some of the oils that you're using. Okay, so like I said, we are going to learn about ceramides and how you can get them naturally. Okay, they're also good for hair. Like I said, they keep the hair cuticle flat. They promote hair elasticity and moisture retention. They combat dryness and the porosity of your hair. They strengthen your hair and add shine and smooth down the cuticle. Okay, so again, with your hair, the different things that we do, those also cause the ceramides to leave. But really, ceramides are all natural. You don't have to pay $80 for them. And I have here, when I always say that I make everything that is natural and you can get them, I'm going to show you a few of these items that I got this at Giant, So what I'm going to be talking about is everything that you can buy at a store. So the first and best ceramide, that means if you don't want to pay $80 or whatever, the best one is safflower oil. Safflower oil is excellent for your skin, and it contains ceramides, okay? And I bought this is what, 32 ounces? I bought it at Giant for like $4.99, $5.99. That's all it costs. So this is safflower oil. Now, safflower oil, I have to say, has a short shelf life between 6 to 9 months. So you can use this, and we're going to talk about how you use this, but just know that if you were to buy this, say, for example, safflower oil added into a commercial product, remember that they're going to add preservatives on it so that this lasts for 2 years. But this naturally does not last that long. Okay, so that is safflower oil. Safflower oil is 78% ceramides and is great for recovering your hair and treating your hair after you've had it colored. That's safflower oil. Safflower oil is found to be ideal for improving the quality and texture of your skin due to this abundance of linoleic acid, which we've talked about. And it's not so much that you have to be scientific, like I said, but all oils are not made the same. So with safflower oil, it combines with the sebum or the natural oils on your skin to unclog pores and reduce rashes and acne. And you're wondering, like, how can an oil do an oil not clog your pores? It's just that sometimes it will counteract the overabundance of oil on your skin. So safflower oil also facilitates the regeneration of new skin cells, leaving you looking younger. It also helps your hair. It can be used for hair growth as it prevents the loss of proteins to a large extent. It's rich in vitamin E, which is an antioxidant and moisturizer. And it also keeps the scalp hydrated so that it will prevent the hair from getting attacked by free radicals, which may appear as a result of internal stress. Okay? So it's also been used for problems like baldness and hair loss, and also has a high amount of oleic acid, which is light and has the ability to penetrate into the skin easily. So it helps your hair, and it hydrates your skin, and it helps, it's odorless, okay? You can use it to make your cuticles grow. And going back to hair, you can add this. Remember we talked about castor oil. Castor oil helps your hair grow too. So you can mix this with castor oil to produce a nice pre-treatment for your hair. Okay? So but with safflower oil, you can rub it into your cuticles to make them softer. And it also serves as a lubricant that protects water from leaving your skin. It locks the moisture in, and it can be used in dry areas, smooth rough patches, and even alleviate different problems that you're having with your skin. And like I said, it's 78% linoleic acid, which helps with the acne. Okay, so how would you just use this by itself? What you would do is you can mix this, like I said, with castor oil if you're using it for your hair, or grapeseed oil, which we're going to talk about. This I got from my distributor. So, but you can get your grapeseed oil right next to the regular cooking oils. So you can use that to just use as a moisturizer. Use it out the shower, put it in a bottle, and use it as a moisturizer. You can also use it on your face. You know, wash your face, and then put a little safflower oil on your skin as a natural moisturizer. Okay, the second best oil you can get with these ceramides, which again you're going to pay, you know, $40, $30, $80 for, is grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil is very popular, and it is derived by crushing grape seeds to extract the oil. Okay? And so this is grapeseed oil, and a lot of people are familiar with that. That's kind of an oil that a lot of people use. And it has high value in the cosmetic industry. It can be added to cosmetics or used directly from the bottle to smooth and soften your skin. It is suitable for both men and women and can be used for shaving and encouraging growth and thickness of hair. So you can use this grapeseed oil and the sunflower oil as your beard oil or to condition your beard because they're very light, they're not going to weigh you down, and it's all natural. So, like I said, this also has a high amount of linoleic acid, and that is very good for evening out the oils on your skin. It has antioxidants and is good for your skin whether it is oily or dry. Okay? Doesn't have a bad smell either. So as I go in deeper, I'm going to start talking about a few things, and I'm going to put out my disclaimer there where none of the statements that I make have been approved by the FDA. Do not use any of this that I tell you to heal, treat, or cure a disease. If you have any types of ailments or conditions, please seek a doctor's care. But if that's not working for you and you want to try something different, then follow these suggestions. I always have to say that. So getting back into grapeseed oil, how it can help with problem skin. It's a moisturizer for the skin. It's perfect for sensitive skin. And it has skin tightening properties, which if you watch my show on rice water, which I hope you're still loving it, but swapping it out every week, this has the same type of astringent and skin tightening properties as well. Again, it rebalances oily skin and moisturizes your scalp. So 5 skin conditions that grapeseed oil can help. It reduces wrinkles and scars, prevents acne, and prevents and decreases your stretch marks, ladies. These happen when you have sudden weight loss and also pregnancy. When the skin rapidly changes, it can cause the connecting fibers in the dermal layer to tear and stretch. So that's what's going on. So with that, you may want to put some grapeseed oil on there, okay? Dark under eye circles. Grapeseed oil is very good for that. and it won't cause any irritation. And again, it'll help clear out off scars. Okay, so what we're going to do is talk about how you can use grapeseed oil to restore healthy skin. Okay, and again, you can just use it plain. And these are ceramides. Wash your face at least twice a day. Place about 3 drops of oil on your face. Gently rub it in, and then what you can do is add extra where you have problem areas. Okay, so that is grapeseed oil. Few precautions, which, again, you can just stop using it. If your skin, of course, becomes inflamed, if you're red, discontinue use. Is what you should do anyway. Like the gentleman that I told you about that was suing the skincare company because after 3 days he had burned a hole in his skin. Somebody probably told him that it was, that tingling is renewing your skin cells. No, no, no. If it continues to burn, stop. Just stop. But again, when you don't necessarily research what you're using, that can happen. Okay? Again, with grapeseed oil, you can use that for your cuticles. You can use it for putting on your scalp and eliminating dandruff. And it makes a great carrier oil to add your essential oils to. Okay? It's very affordable and will last you a long time. It has a longer shelf life than the safflower oil. So you can add the two. Grapeseed oil, a year to 18 months you can keep. Okay? So some others that have these ceramides that, like I say, have label appeal. That's what they call it when they add just enough stuff to make you buy it and pay a lot of money for. But some others that you can use are poppy seed oil has these ceramides. Sunflower oil has it. Hemp seed oil has a short shelf life. You might not want to fool with that. Corn oil. You probably don't want to use corn oil on your skin. You can try it, but some people have reservations about using corn oil because of the pesticides that are used to produce the corn. And so unless you want to find an organic corn oil, then you might not want to use it. But that has a large amount of ceramides. And then soybean oil. Now, I have this right here. And again, I'm trying to show you that everything I'm using is affordable, it's accessible. Of course, like I say, my business is to make bath and body products, so I buy them at as a wholesaler. But everything that I talk about is purchasable at your store. So this is from 7-Eleven, and they're calling it vegetable oil, pure vegetable oil. But it's soybean oil. Okay? So again, if you read your labels, you'll see that everything I talk about is very affordable. And sunflower oil is actually contained in my bath and body shower gels, which can be purchased at www.myspa.etsy.com. But all of this has sunflower oil and coconut oil, which, like I said, coconut oil isn't bad. You just have to combine it with something so that you get all of the effects that you want. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a recipe to make your own eczema oil, your own eczema body oil. And this will make your skin feel great. No preservatives, no additives, just pure oil to try and apply to clean, dry skin if you have eczema. So the recipe is 1 teaspoon of glycerin. Glycerin, you can buy that at Mom's if you have that, a health food store. GNC sometimes has glycerin. So you want 1 teaspoon of glycerin. You want 2 teaspoons of safflower oil, which, like I say, I got this at Giant, 2 teaspoons of that. Then you want 1 teaspoon of olive oil. And this is, I think I got this at Costco or something. But again, regular store brand, no worries. And if you want to do organic, that's fine. 1 teaspoon of avocado oil, which they sell that, but again, this white bottle is just one that I have from, being in the business. And then 2 teaspoons of grapeseed oil. Put that all together, and you have an oil that you can use for anyone suffering from eczema. Rub it on those patches at least twice a day, or if you need to, more, and you have just created your own pure oil. Okay? So let's just take that base that I gave, which is, again, 1 teaspoon of glycerin, 2 teaspoons of safflower oil, 1 teaspoon of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of avocado oil, and 2 teaspoons of grapeseed oil. And say you have oily skin and you want to balance it out. Guess what you do? You add 1 extra teaspoon of safflower oil. Yay! If you have oily skin, guess what? Add your olive oil. Yay! 1 teaspoon of each. And then adjust it, each one of these, like I say, oily skin, dry skin. And add as much as you want to get the consistency that you want. And boom, you will have put the whole skincare industry out of business just by going in your cabinet. So we're going to take a quick break, and I want to talk to you about the oil that I made and how great it's working for me, and introduce you to 2 new oils. If you have any questions, give me a call at 240-719-2560, and we'll be right back.
Hello? Girl, I just went to a major dealership and got ripped off on a luxury car.
Well, I just got a great deal on a luxury car at Star Imports in Camp Springs, Maryland. They took their time with me, they treated me with respect, and they helped me find my perfect car.
Hey, DMV, looking for a unique car buying experience? Tired of high-pressure sales? Good news. At Star Imports, you'll be delighted with our boutique-style car buying experience. We're committed to treating you with the utmost respect, even if you have less than perfect credit. Check out our impressive selection of pre-owned BMWs, Mercedes-Benz, Lexus, Jaguars, and other imports starting at $5,988. For fast online guaranteed credit approvals, go to starimports.com. That's STARIMPORTS.com. Or call 301-423-8000. Star Imports, home of the boutique-style car buying experience. Located in Camp Springs, Maryland, off exit 7B off the Beltway, next to Red Lobster.
And I'm back. So I'm going to talk to you about 2 additional essential oils before I go. And you're going to love them. You can add these to your products. The oils that I talked about, that formula, add it to your coconut oil, add it to your shea butter, and you're just going to have a great time, and your skin is going to be so soft. Okay, so I want to talk about geranium. Geranium is our new essential oil. Well, no, you know what? I'm going to talk about Palmarosa, because we're going to talk about Palmarosa again when Valentine's Day comes. Palmarosa, Palmrosa. This is wonderful. I made the oil that I told you about, and I put Palmarosa in there. I put Palmarosa in because it is great for your skin. It regulates skin moisture and oil production, and is therefore useful for both dry and oily skin. It restores your skin health and harmony, and it also is known for its ability to rejuvenate tired, sore feet, and makes a great foot soak. Okay, it's very good for just making you feel better, and it's very good for your face. Like I said, it evens it out. But here's the thing, it's also an aphrodisiac. This will get you going. Like if you're not feeling your mate, then it's not going to work. But if you're feeling them and just want to feel them a little bit more, then Palmarosa, you want to put some of this in your body oils. Get the party started. Okay. For dry skin, you can add Roman chamomile oil to it. For a bedtime soap, you can add lavender to it and chamomile essential oil. Put that in bath water, or you can put it in the oils that we talked about. And you can use it for your feet. But like I said, Palmarosa, we'll talk about that more when Valentine's Day comes. Then the next one, which is a great oil for women of color, as well as anyone, is geranium. Okay, geranium is actually made out of the geranium plant, and it's extracted through steam distillation of the stems and leaves of a geranium plant. So what does this do? Now, geranium, you want to add this to your coconut oil as well as these. But coconut oil, remember we talked about how it helps to has antibacterial and antimicrobial properties. So you want to add geranium in it because it has astringent. You can add this to your rice water too. Prevents bacterial growth, speeds up healing, reduces scars, prevents hemorrhaging. So if somebody has a little nick or whatever, this kind of stops the bleeding. It promotes urination, which means that what geranium has a tendency to do is to pull toxins out. So you can put your geranium with your castor oil to help pull toxins out as well. It's a deodorant. You can add this to your coconut oil because people use coconut oil as a deodorant. It's not an antiperspirant though, just so you know. But it is very, very good for your skin. I'm going to close out with talking again about geranium. If you want to make a face oil, you can add this geranium, 2 drops of geranium, 1 drop of frankincense essential oil to the oil base that we talked about. For acne, you can add 3 drops of lemon essential oil, 3 drops of geranium, and tea tree oil. You can put that in your rice water or in the items that we made here. For dark circles under your eyes, lemon oil, geranium essential oil, and sweet almond oil, which is actually my favorite oil, but we haven't talked about that one yet, so that's why you have to stay tuned. And you can put this in water and do a facial steam. So those are our 2 new essential oils, Palmarosa and geranium. Thanks for watching. I don't have any weird fact for today. None. But I'm... What, the fun fact was the burning the hole in the face? Oh. Yeah, this Palmarosa, man. Yeah, we're going to work with that later. But thanks for watching, and make sure that you stay tuned to many of our other VoxWave.com shows. We have live music on Wednesday nights from 8 to 8:45. We have a math teacher. What time does the math teacher come on? 10 o'clock on Thursday mornings. We have a math teacher who actually is there teaching and working through problems. We have a person teaching success principles. Go on www.voxwave.com and check out our lineup. See you next week. Bye. And see me. Thanks, Marty, for tuning in. Bye-bye.